The real reason that traders lose, hi, it's Charlie giving today's video, and although there are countless individual reasons why traders lose, the real reason that traders lose, if we actually try and condense it into one thing, is a failure to stick to their rules, their plan, whatever you want to call it. It's failure to stick to their rules, their plan, etc. Let's actually delve into this a little bit, this subject. So I've got a euro-dollar contract up here, and the sheer expansion of volatility that we've seen of late is a great example of what's going on right now. So the daily range has gone up to 140 pips. Forget it says 0.014. That's 140 pips. So that's a huge leap up in the daily range. And in fact, yesterday's range alone was 286 pips. Now, it won't stay like that forever, and volatility will come back down. But the point I'm making with this is that traders get excited in a period of high volatility. I've already been saying to people, be careful, because volatility is attractive, and of course it means that there are often more opportunities coming along, but traders get overly excited. And I've spoken to 3 separate brokers this week, one of which, by the way, is Tickmill. Do check them out. I've got their link in the description. They're a brilliant broker. Do check them out. And all 3 have said, yes, lots of individual traders have been, blowing up or having big losses of late because they get overly excited and overtrade, come away from what otherwise would have been their trading plan, and then just get overexcited and want to chase all the moves. And that's what happens. So again, coming back to it, not sticking to your trading plan, you start thinking, oh God, I've got to be in all of this move. And so then people then want to be trading up and down in all the moves during all of this, and they end up just getting crucified. It's not that you can't make money by thinking, oh yeah, I sold the high there though, Charlie. Yeah, you did. And yes, maybe yesterday you made some money. But what happens on Monday? You'll give it all back and more, and I just see this over and over again. The stats don't lie. I'm speaking to the brokers and they're saying, yeah, it's carnage out there. Don't get me wrong, there are traders who are obviously making money, but the masses, which is what I'm talking about, why do they fail? So in a period like now, they get excited, they come away from any trading strategy or plan that they did have, and they just get lured in, they get suckered into the market. So in the main, reason why traders fail, even if they've got a good plan, what do? They get emotional. So they have a plan, they have a strategy, have whatever you want to call it, have a methodology, and then over a period of time, they may even stick to that methodology, that trading strategy for a period, and then something happens. So let's say they're making money, their equity curve is doing this, and then they go for a bit of a drawdown period. Like any strategy, if you are mechanically trading, will have. And it's during something like that, well, actually, it can happen on the up phase as well, but we'll talk about that in a moment. So during the down phase, so they're going into a drawdown period, what happens? They start hesitating, missing out on trades, adjusting, thinking that something's wrong. All of those things just means they're coming away from what was an originally maybe a solid trade plan and methodology towards the markets. And it's the same on the up phase as well, because overconfidence can get in the way, and then they start over trading on the back of that as well. And that right now in the markets, and I'm just using the euro dollar as an example here today, but obviously the stock markets have had loads of volatility, but any volatility, as attractive and as amazing as it looks, so to speak, you're opening up Pandora's box a lot of the time, because people feel like they should be doing more, and of course you're subjected to things like social media and people saying, oh look, we're all making loads of money, and people putting posts up, and probably I'm sure all of that sort of stuff is going on, so it makes you feel inadequate and feel like you're missing out, when I'm trying to say to you, No, you're not. The majority of people are losing out there. Of course, people on any given trade or trades are going to be making, and of course, and professionals, yes, but professionals have lost as well during this as well. There's a lot of hedge funds have blown up in this last week as well. So you just have to be careful and try and ignore the noise and stick to your trading plan. And coming back to all of this, I talked about this previously, that it's so sad that during a period like this, if we take this euro dollar, just zoomed out slightly, and we take the thrust pattern that we had, it was basically a bull flag pattern there on the euro dollar, and we saw similar things elsewhere on the likes of the pound dollar and other markets as well. So we had a bull flag type pattern, whatever you want to call it, or just a nice breakup and then a pullback into a nice price level around the 108 zone. That's where, fun enough, me and my traders in my community were buying in that zone. So, but you imagine someone who has not mastered their mindset and got frustrated prior to that. So maybe during this period here, the euro dollars, whatever, it's frustrating, it's just chopping around, it's not doing anything. So then that trader is then not engaged when they should be, because they've come away from their plan. So then they miss out on what ends up being a cracker of a trade because of their own psychology. So that's a nice example of how easy it is for someone to step away from their plan that they may have previously been trading and using, and they've gone through a period of maybe, the market's boring, the market's choppy or whatever. They're not engaged, and so they then step away just at the point when a really nice setup comes along and they've missed out, and that might be their trade of the year, or certainly their trade of the month or trade of the quarter, whatever you want to call it. So overall, the reason traders lose is because they jump away from their trading plan, whatever that is. So all I talk about all the time is stick with the plan, and forget the noise, forget what's going on in the news and all the things that could disrupt your trade. Stick to the plan. There's the message for today. By all means, do drop a comment and give us a like on the channel. Always much appreciated. I'll see you next week.